Yo, 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 you tuning into the Notion Podcast. I'm your host, Dspill, with my co-host in the building.
It's Farmer Poe.
Yo, we gonna get right into it, man.
Straight to it.
We ain't gonna waste no time. You already know we was gonna cover it. We was gonna talk about it.
If you don't hurry up,
you know what I'm saying?
Might be another.
It might be something else
chapter to the story
because we can't trust the old process of how things is manufactured, right?
Nah.
Speaking of manufacturing, real quick, I want to get into it. Y'all got to go on www.lavorco.com. I just dropped the pre-order for the first ever hat from the brand. They're going crazy. Pre-orders is going crazy. I'm getting a lot of love from people as far as
stitching on that is crazy.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I'm getting a lot of love, a lot of good feedback. So the pre-order is going to close on May 12th, and then the official drop date will happen, a little bit later on. So I'm giving a chance for all of the loved ones and the inner circle people to go ahead and get their first dibs. So that's how we doing it. Now that I got that out the way, cop the hats, whatever.
You see what the logo? Yeah.
What's up?
Say less about the logo.
Oh, bro. Y'all gonna have to find out.
Yeah.
Drake, Aubrey, Drake Graham. And Kendrick Lamar finally pulled the gloves off.
Yeah, the gloves is off. This is
UFC right here.
I mean, yeah. This that new bare knuckle brawl right here.
Yeah.
This is that new.
The old school?
The old school.
Yeah.
Bare knuckle brawl right here.
I gotta officially make an apology real quick. When we was first reviewing a few episodes ago, we were talking about J. Cole's diss record, and I said I don't know, man. I don't know if Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't say it like he didn't have the ability. So, right. Mr. Lamar, this ain't about, you not having the ability. I just didn't know. And I should know better because this happened with my childhood idol Nas. His wordplay was crazy. And then when Takeover came out, I was like, man, I don't know. How is he gonna, you know what I'm saying? And then Nas showed everybody that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not to be played with. So, I gotta give my apology for not necessarily underestimating Kendrick, but not allowing his artistry to show how many different ways he can cut the onion. Me and the homie Jamal talk about cutting the onion. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's our reference to peeling the layers back, showing the different styles and different ways you cut the onion. So I had to do a lot of reflecting too. A couple of apologies I sent out. I had to go ahead and mine is only to Kendrick because I said what I said on a few episodes.
And one really wasn't an apology. One was like, okay, I get it. Your man Jermaine, I almost deleted that shit.
Jermaine's that project is still cold. It's still a cold project.
We get it. And then I had to call your man.
Yeah.
Jay James.
Yeah, man. He didn't let you live it down.
Friend of the show, Jay James.
Yeah, man.
We've been arguing for years, dog.
About a decade.
Almost 10 years we've been arguing. And I'm one of the one. I'm like, nah, man, you got Cole fucked up, man. You got Jermaine, I'm and especially in recent years how Cole been rapping, right?
Right. He been in his bag.
Shit.
Right.
So when he did that was like a dishonorable discharge from the army type thing. Like you was in the army and niggas know like you might have killed some shit.
Yeah.
But
for sure.
You really can't claim the army no more.
Now people are saying he made a good business decision.
Sometimes being dishonorably discharged is a good business decision. Sometimes you gotta do something to be dishonorably discharged, right? Because you signed the contract. Yeah. So it's like you signed this hip hop contract, you pushed this hip hop shit, and then you did something dishonorable. I'm
gonna do an illegal hit in a fight, so I gotta keep fighting the boxing match.
He had to do something and get up out of there, and that's kind of how I put it. So me and your man, we've going back and forth for years about who's the better rapper. I've never mentioned,
and I've always liked Cole over. I've always liked Kendrick over Cole, even though I really, really like Cole.
See, I like Cole. I like Cole over Kendrick, and most people would think I would like Kendrick. But it's like the LeBron and Michael argument for me. Like I never say LeBron is trash. I never say LeBron is weak.
Yeah. That's
me, it's like,
I've given LeBron a lot of criticism
for sure,
but I've never said he was trash. Like if you even look at my posts, I go after more so what the fans try to force us to believe more than, his game. His game is undeniable. He is the greatest all-around player of all times. I've always said that, but I just don't think he's better than certain players in that position that they try to say he's better than. And it's the same thing with Cole and Kendrick. Like I'll say it for the record. Poe introduced me to Kendrick and Cole over 10 years ago. And then I decided who I gravitated towards. And it was a little biased because I was like, yo, this dude is from the West Coast. And we always get downplayed as far as in our craft and things of that nature. But at the same time, man, this J. Cole dude is dope. So everything that Cole and Kendrick has put out, I have downloaded and liked. Some projects I like better than others. Like, for example, I'm not the hugest fan of Pimp a Butterfly, but I was like, yo, you would like it because of your style. And that's one of your favorite Kendrick albums.
That made me a Kendrick fan again because the story I always tell is I listened to K-Dot and Cole at the same time. Like I found these artists at the same time.
Right.
But when I was listening to K-Dot, once I found Cole, it's like I don't really like his voice. He was experimenting and stuff, and it was like, it wasn't my cup of tea no more. It kind of like wore off on me. He didn't really.
He used to say, "Man, I don't like that double time rap."
Yeah, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. Then we hear about Kendrick. I know, and people mention Kendrick, and I'm like, man, dude. It was that drunk song, whatever that.
Swimming Pools?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, he sound like dude. Kind of find out it's the same person, but he switched his name up.
Right.
So I really was, I really don't like him because I didn't like this new guy because of the voice. And it was like, So fast forward, now we got Kendrick with the Control verse. To me, that didn't hit hard or say nothing crazy. It was just like he mentioned people's name and people. To me, it was like an overhype of what he could do when he hasn't shown what he could do to yet.
I thought it was phenomenal when he did that because he said something that you just don't hear on a song.
Yeah, people
he said, I am the king of an environment that I am not 100% familiar with or accepted by. Throwing that gauntlet out there, let's keep it a buck for a minute. Kendrick Lamar is saving hip hop right now.
Let's start there.
You know what I'm saying? And he's been trying to do it prior with things like the Control. Because when he dropped that Control freestyle, how many people came out and gave you bars?
Everybody who could write those type like verses.
Yes.
Any and everybody, whether
everybody
mainstream and underground, they did.
Slaughterhouse came out and went crazy. Like everybody came out, and that's exactly what I think his intentions were. I think his intentions were like, let's stop this kumbaya. Let's shake it up a little bit and let's get the competitive behavior out there.
He the last of a dying breed.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, I agree with that. But
let's start. Where do we start? We start with
okay. So I had some things that I had to realize, like listening to all these diss records. So I think me and you were talking about it. I think it was me and you where I was like, I didn't understand how the Ross thing first started between him and Ross.
Yeah.
And you were saying that, and you were explaining to me that it has something to do with the cease and desist with French Montana, right?
That's
so Ross didn't like that move. So Ross said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove myself from whatever rapport me and you got. Drake didn't like that, so he added Ross to the mix with the rest of the disses that was going on. And for the record, listen, before we even get started, you know what I'm saying? Let me help the comment section out real quick. These two individuals that's giving our review and giving the facts, y'all need to understand that we've always respected all sides that are involved with the battle. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Now I understand there's some Drake fanboys out there, and I'm my condolences. But my thing is,
get your shit off.
Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, we are from the West Coast. And we do have a lot of respect for the East Coast and different areas and different pockets of the hip hop, you know what I'm saying, community. But let's keep it a buck. Drake does go crazy when he raps, and the stuff that he is dropping is not light. It's just Kendrick's dropping better.
Yeah,
that's the facts. Drake ain't coming through light on any of these bars.
Right.
Any of the disses, it's like, ooh. But then Kendrick comes in here and he's throwing haymakers and connecting every haymaker he's throwing. So obviously, just want to put that disclaimer of how the conversation is finna go. But go ahead, brother. Say your piece. I'm gonna say my piece. But go ahead,
man. Nah, where do we start? What's the first song of this official battle? They say the first song was what? Okay, we'll say like that, right?
Yeah,
like that with Future and Kendrick.
Yeah,
it's actually not that first person shooter.
Yes, first person shooter. I think
is the lead up.
I cut the stove on.
It's the lead up. It's like at the school where like, oh y'all, the rumors are starting on.
Yeah. Yeah, and in first person shooter, what? Okay, so what was said in first person shooter?
This is like homeroom, first period. Like the end of the school day is when that's when the shit pop off. But right now it's homeroom. So J. Cole and Drake. I can't remember. Man, there's so much shit being said, dog. That I don't remember what was exactly said in that.
That was the big three line. The big three line came from first person shooter, right?
Yeah,
and that's when Kendrick came back with the song with Metro Boom and Future saying, "Ain't no big three, it's just big me."
And even though we're going forward to go back, Kendrick mentioned that Drake asked him to get on that first person shooter, I think.
With them or without Cole?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
He mentioned it. I don't know which song he mentioned it in, but he mentioned that he wanted to get on the song.
You know why I believe that? Because you have some great YouTube detectives out there, right? That break down lyrics and songs. And if you look over the years, the shots that were being taken between all of them, right? Drake will always take a shot and then say something positive in like a follow-up interview or after the fact, right? So he would say, like, for example, the Control freestyle, you know, when they asked him about it, he said, "Oh, it was dope for the week, but is anybody talking about it anymore?" So he gives a lot of backhanded compliments, you know what I'm saying? Or sometimes just some kind of compliments or whatever the case is. And so my thing is like, you asking to get on the song, it's almost like you don't really want to go there. So let me try to wave the white flag and like create this peace treaty so we can show everybody, nah, it ain't like that. That's what it seemed like. I'm just saying that's what it seemed like.
So we get the first person shooter. Then we get before that we get Future. Yeah, we get the Like That song,
right?
And the Future album drop,
right? Then first person shooter.
Then we get first person shooter came first.
Okay.
And then the Like That, then the album drop.
All right.
Then we get the new album drop.
Right.
Then we get the Ross track, I think.
The Response, right?
What was Drake's first song? We got to pull it up. What's Drake's first one that he dropped after first person shooter?
The Diss?
Yeah. Yeah. We got to pull that up because it's been several songs. But it really starts with, what do we say, Euphoria?
Yeah.
The fight really starts with Euphoria, but there's the Like That song. Euphoria.
Okay.
Then we get Drake's Family Matters.
Right.
Which I just revisited.
Okay.
That boy was floating on there, bro.
Dog. That's what I'm saying. Nothing that Drake was putting floating out was trash. But Kendrick was blocking. Imagine like Steph Curry. He's the greatest shooter we've ever seen, right? And he shoots a 3-pointer, and the form is perfect. The ball rotation to the rim is perfect. Everything. There's nothing that can go wrong, and then it gets blocked. That's how I look at Family Matters. Family Matters is a cold diss song.
Man, I was up at, I don't know what time of the night it was when I seen this. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Drake drop. Ooh, let me go listen. And I'm sitting there like, my jaw hit the floor like, damn.
Yeah.
He's floating 3 different beat switches.
Right.
First one, it's certain parts of some of the ad libs and shit I ain't really with. But that third verse was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, oh shit. Dog.
Not even 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes later, dog.
Meet the Grams.
Meet the Grams.
That is one of the coldest diss songs.
Dog, let's start with Euphoria. With the title of Euphoria.
Yeah. Let's go back to Euphoria, and breaking that down.
The title of Euphoria is the song. We know about the show Euphoria. Have you seen it?
Yeah, he's a producer on Euphoria.
Producer on Euphoria, but do you know what some of the main themes of Euphoria are?
Like a lot of young females, right?
Young kids. Yeah. First of all, they're always showing sex scenes with these kids who are supposed to be in high school.
Right.
There's some guy. One of the main plots is one of the guys has his father is a sexual predator and then he becomes one, but the person he commits this act against is a transgender person.
This is heavy.
And then you get he's the producer on the show. So the fact that he got that on
the fact that his name is attached to that
was crazy. Then we get Drake's Family Matters, and Kendrick responds with Meet the Grams.
Yo, can we talk about like how calculated and how organized the rebuttals are? Because you drop Family Matters, and then not too long after that, he drops Meet the Grams, which is kind of like a family conversation type of situation.
Bro, Kendrick used every type of rap style
on these diss records. Yeah.
In diss records. He gave you concepts.
Yeah.
He gave you he started with a club banger, ended with
hold on. So break down which one is which.
So like that, number one single it's a new type of it's the Atlanta type sound.
Right.
So Kendrick getting on there, that's even crazier.
Right.
And it's a number one song.
Right.
Then Euphoria, I can't even remember what Euphoria sounds like yet anymore. It's been all these different songs.
Yeah.
In my head. But that even...
It started out with that chill...
Oh, yeah. So that's like more of Kendrick style.
Yeah.
That's Kendrick style.
Yeah, because when I first heard it, I'm like, oh, man, he just dropping a song?
When the first couple, I was like, if you going to do this the whole song, dog.
Bro, you just going to drop this? And then he switched it up, and I was like, whoa. Why you do that?
That was cold. And then we get Drake's Family Matters. That shit was hard. He had the Kendrick, the van in there. Obviously, it wasn't the van.
That was creative.
That was dope, though.
That was creative. The van, like towing the van and stuff. Yeah, that was creative. I ain't even going front on that.
I like how they playing this shit, man. I like how they playing this shit. And then you get the family. The Family Matters thing is dope. But once he came with the talking to your mom and your dad, and then he says to your bro, the internet did a deep dive on 11.
Okay, yeah. So break that down.
So saying that you got a daughter that's 11 years she's 11. The internet did a crazy dive on the Stranger Things.
Oh, the character 11.
And that they hiding her.
Yo,
bro,
do you think that's how Kendrick was playing it?
I have no idea.
Because that's genius. That's genius if he is. Yeah.
To me, the crazy thing is...
And he was kicking it with the actress. He was... See, now things are starting to pop in my head. Like he was kicking it with the actress. So is it a double entendre?
He's doing God's work.
Or is it a triple entendre? Is it a triple entendre?
Triple double entendre.
Because it's like, wait, I didn't even think about that.
So I think Euphoria is the track where he said the first time I shot a Drake.
Well, Draco, I had to aim down.
Yeah, my homie told me to aim low.
Oh yeah.
Dog, the first time I shot a Drake, a Draco, but the first time I shot a Drake, my homie told me to aim it down low, because the kick
on the Draco,
but I'm not aiming up.
Right, I have to aim low because you below me. Yeah, it's problematic.
Dog, they're still peeling. The crazy thing is the layers that are still... There's so much to each song that Kendrick is dropping. you could play with this all day.
Yeah.
You could go and do the mystery games. You
actually can create a game called Mystery Rhymes from Kendrick Lamar. It can be like a card game because it truly is layers.
The 616 in LA.
Yeah, that's another one. We didn't even mention that when we were listing the tracks.
616 in LA.
Because Euphoria and 616 in LA was like together, right? You dropped Euphoria, and then right after that it was 616.
Or the day, yeah.
And then some time went on. Drake dropped his. Was it Family Matters?
Yes.
And then right after that you had.
Meet the Grams.
So he did,
and then
he did back to back twice.
Dog, he has Like That. Euphoria. 616 in LA. Meet the Grams. And Not Like Us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's heavy. Within a week's time? That's heavy.
He said he got 5 more, bro. He said he got a stock 10.
Yeah, that's... Listen.
And then the stock 10, I'm going to pass him the ball. John Stockton was short.
Yep.
He passed the ball to Karl Malone. What's Karl Malone? What put a taint on his legacy?
Yeah, messing with
Let's start there.
It's messing with young ladies.
This guy is
he's a mad scientist.
He's not my cup of tea when it comes to the style of it. I still like the bravado type of like setups and stuff like that. But what I can say is because of his creativity and his ability to create like these deep metaphors and double entendres, that to me is something I very much like. I love concepts and rap.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then the beat selection. Then he gets on a Metro beat. How he brought he was smart when he did that. The Metro beat first.
Yeah.
All right, I got LA.
And he pull up on Alchemist.
But
he pull up on Alchemist.
Alchemist being from LA.
Yep.
Then we get this, like, I know we all over the place, people, but it's just like this. Follow us.
Dude, this is how it's being presented. It's being put out all over the place. So we trying to figure this out,
man. This is hip hop, and fuck it.
Yeah.
So the new song he got with that shit, They Not Like Us, bro.
Dog, from cover art to bars to the strategic release times, it's a lot to it. This isn't just an ordinary, like, this is definitely beef. This is definitely what the fans like ourselves have been wanting to see in hip hop. But what people are not understanding is the Easter eggs and breadcrumbs that he's leaving and how everything is connected.
Dog, the 616 in LA, the timestamp, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously that's Drake's thing, the timestamp stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dog, he dropped it at 616.
Mm-hmm.
And we know Father's Day this year is 616. Then we got
Tupac's
birthday. Then they kept going back and dog, they found so many things of 616 that it was, even if it's a coincidence.
I don't even think it's a coincidence.
Some of this shit, there's too many things, bro. I couldn't even name them.
And y'all can look this up. There's people talking about this.
And whether it was intentional or not, that's the beauty in the art, and I love it.
I feel like it is, man, because these two guys are very, 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 very intelligent and very strategic. And Kendrick is one of those people. Because you got to remember, when Drake fired that first shot, people was like, oh, he's taking too long. And let me say something real quick. I got a detour real quick, and we go right back to what you're saying. Y'all East Coast cats, man, got to stop hating on the West, dog. Y'all have to stop finding an ally in anybody that's on the opposing side of somebody that's getting busy and getting that work done. I seen Gilly, which I love Gilly and Wallow. I really do. I'm huge fans of Gilly and Wallow. But I watched Gilly retract what he said when he called it corny. It was corny, and then he got trolled. I think the Breakfast Club trolled him.
Corny? What was corny?
Euphoria, right? And so then I see, like, it it bothered me because I seen people that I'm fans of. I've been a fan of, like back in the day. We grew up listening to these guys, just completely shitting on what Kendrick did, and it let me know they listened to the song and critiqued it. They didn't hear the song and say, and these are people that are professionals, that are technicians with wordplay. So for it to go over their head, either you guys didn't listen to the music, either you didn't hear the bars, or he's that much advanced that even his bars is going over your head. It's either one or the other. So I seen Cam and Mace, they had something to say, and I 100% disagree with them. But I also understand that these guys are loyal to the soil. You know what I'm saying? Drake ain't from the East Coast, but he's closer to East Coast than over here.
Nah, come on, man. Nah. Me and your man, we gonna detour again. Me and your man had another argument.
A geography argument?
Another geographical argument, dog. So we talking this morning, man. I'm gonna let you get back to your story, but we talking this morning, and I'm like, yo, Drake is like, he would be considered a little more East Coastish. Man, he ain't from the East Coast. Man, you talking about, man, he ain't from the East Coast. I said, bruh, we can't both talk at the same time for anymore.
You should have hit him with the social media. Hey, one mic, bro. One mic.
One mic. God. So I'm like, bruh, I said, have you seen a map before? He's like, yeah, I seen it. I said, okay. So if you look at the map of Toronto,
right,
it's not that far from Niagara Falls, which is in New York.
Right.
It's like right across the bridge. If they have a bridge,
is it close to New York, New York?
Over there. Dog, it's like driving across the
Bay Bridge. Okay.
Like from Niagara Falls.
Right.
So I mean, it probably is a longer distance, but it's like on the map, it's like this.
Right.
This close. So we debating about that. I'm like, bro, Toronto people are more inclined to be more New Yorkish and in their culture a little bit because how close they are. And I said, this is right across the water from fucking Detroit.
It's like us here.
Yeah.
It's like you got Sacramento, you got San Francisco, you got Richmond, you got Oakland, you got Vallejo, you got East Palo Alto. Like, they're hours, we're all hours from each other or a bridge away from each other. I mean, we're considered more of the valley, but it's nothing for us to get to San Francisco versus going all the way down Southern California to LA.
I didn't even think of this analogy, which I could have gave him. I said, Sacramento is not in the Bay Area.
We're not the Bay Area.
But people from the outside and people from here would say Sacramento is the Bay Area, inspired by Bay Area culture because of proximity.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that it is the Bay Area.
Yeah, so, and that's no, and it only makes sense because if you go down to Southern California, LA is the base, right? But everything outside of LA is influenced by LA, Bakersfield, Fresno, San Diego, San Bernardino, all of those different areas right there is going to have a heavy influence on the base.
We're gonna have a test. Me and him. Somebody be the third party, and we'll have a geography test. Put a map in front of us
and see if they know where everything is at.
And then you gotta, when you gotta use the color crowns to make sure you got.
You got the right state. Maybe that's probably what we need to do, man.
I'm putting it out there to you, Jay James. I'm challenging you to a geography map test, nigga. Yeah.
Hey, look. I definitely agree with that because when we're like the first to really pay attention to the battle rap era before it blew up to what it is today, right? Mm-hmm. When we watched everything on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you notice over there on the East Coast, there's always been that competitive nature with Philly, Jersey, New York, and in different boroughs of New York, all of that. You know what I'm saying? The DMV area, basically, right? Mm-hmm. And so it would make sense if Drake gravitated towards that. Now, we know he has ties in a lot of different places between, the South,
Tennessee, Texas,
in the East Coast and stuff like that. But I can see why a lot of East Coast cats would gravitate more towards what Drake is saying, his style and things of that nature. And that's fine. But don't downplay Kendrick like that. Don't stop playing with the West. And I appreciate it. Crooked Eye. I feel like Crooked Eye was being light. He was being light with the jabs or whatever when he was saying like, "Hey, this ain't about an East Coast or West Coast thing." We grew up in it, so it's hard for us to see it any other way. Thanks to Tupac and Biggie. But what I will say is that I can tell I can tell it's nothing for you guys to downplay somebody from the West that's really gifted. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Crooked Eye is underrated too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lyrically, he's very lyrical, and stuff goes right over his head. Or I'm sorry, not right over his head, but right over other people's head. Listening to something, you're just thinking he's rapping. He's actually saying something. So I had to call that out. I had to call that out because I get tired of seeing that, and it's like, stop playing with us, man. Because when it comes to the beef, all of a sudden it's getting, and now it's too serious, and this, that, and the other. We have a habit, we have a reputation, and I told you this when all of this stuff started.
Right.
We have a reputation out here in the West
for finishing the food,
for cooking that beef.
We finish our food. We like
how you want it. You want it cooked well done.
I would be considered more of a fan of East Coast music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of California music. That's just my ear and just the type of music I like.
Yeah.
But
even though he taught me about what the Machiavelli album means. But go ahead. Yeah, that was in 7th grade. But go ahead.
I got on Machiavelli because I wasn't a Pac fan, because it was a concept, and I was like, oh, I like the concepts. Like, that's gonna be more of an East Coast style a little bit. But with the bias, you know, man, I call it how I see it, bro. Like, my man J. Cole bowed out. I didn't spare him. It is what it is. This is in regards to the quality of the songs. Like, obviously they're quick releases, so these aren't going to be like all amazing songs. I figured there would be some that was like, you know, it could probably get a little bit more edited or whatever. But just the rapid fire is crazy, and
the fact that he got more, I
don't think he's done. Your man Metro Boomin. Dog, how did he drop I've never heard of a diss beat. and he put it the way
it was clever.
Dog,
it was
was the one that no one could have called that.
But can we say something about that I find hilarious and interesting is that Drake told certain people to do certain things in his diss records,
and they did it.
So you told Metro, man,
slap me,
make the
punch me, shoot me, nigga, and that nigga just let off.
Yeah, I just feel like, hey man, you need to be light on them orders. You know what I'm saying?
Be careful.
You gotta be light on them orders, because
you can't order
Metro,
from Wendy's, Mickey D's, and In-N-Out at the same time, nigga.
They gonna show up together. They gonna show up together.
That doorbell going crazy, nigga. You gotta relax, my nigga, because they show up to your doorstep and you got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Metro dropped BBL Drizzy type beat. It's a soul sample on YouTube.
It's sampled, but the beat is cold though. That's what makes it funny. The beat is cold. I was tempted.
I was about to write some shit. I was about to write some shit. I said, "Oh shit!" It was the middle of the night. I said, "Oh, nah." I was like, "Nah, let me stay out of this one." Stay out of this one. But that was the cleverness, and that is, let's talk about the sample.
Yeah,
it's a soul sample beat.
Right.
He put some drums in it.
Right.
The sample says BBL Drizzy, and that's what niggas have been calling you.
Yes.
Okay. He put it out not for the mainstream rappers. He put it out for niggas on YouTube who be searching up beats to rap on.
Right.
Now let me tell you this.
And he's forcing you to rap on topic by putting in a sample.
And it's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened today. I'm scrolling. I've been scrolling on YouTube all day, just looking for other people reactions and shit.
Where's my healthy yak?
Healthy yak. It's crazy. So, dog, I'm scrolling, and the album cover shows up. It looked like a Teddy Pendergrass type nigga. And I forget the dude's name, and it said BBL Drizzy. So I'm like, oh, this the original song.
Right.
Click on it. You know how they chop up beats and certain things?
Yeah.
Metro didn't chop nothing up, bro.
Really?
Nigga, the song the cover and everything, the way it looked. Hold on. Because I gotta make sure I get this. Somebody disturb. No, you're not disturbing. You're not disturbing. Good. Yeah. still on live. Let me just tell y'all this because I need y'all to go look this up. Look, so I'm on there. Teddy Pendergrass looking dude. Album cover. The song. He didn't chop anything up. That's the whole song.
Right.
I go and I'm like, oh shoot, because I want to know the guy's name. So I go back and on YouTube the information you can see when it was posted.
Like the description and when it was posted and all that stuff.
Because I'm expecting to see a whole bunch of other posted 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Comments is off.
Wait, what? Posted 2 weeks ago and the comments was off.
Posted 2 weeks ago and the comments are off. So I'm like, why are the comments off on this song that's not only dope, but that's weird to have the comments off on here. And it was posted 2 weeks ago for it to be used in a Metro beat?
Yeah.
Dog. The comments off to me would be like, that way no one on YouTube can post in there and say it should be on, like somebody should make a beat out of this.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm thinking that, like, why are the comments off?
Right.
And this got posted 2 weeks ago?
So this was calculated.
Dog.
This was
And you told him to go shut up and make some drums.
You told him to go shut up and make some drums, and that's what the man did. I don't know, man. This is a great time. It's a great time in hip hop and rap music. You know what I'm saying? It is. And the reactions.
And wrestling.
This is wrestling right here.
No.
And I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but right now, this is wrestling.
I love this.
And wrestling ain't fake today.
No, not today. They
got
real
saying?
Blood.
Yeah, this is real blood. There's what I'm saying?
Real blood on people's faces.
And if I'm not mistaken, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Metro actually made a statement in defense of Kendrick, and basically called out to Drake, or called Drake out for lying and saying that he was putting hands on his wife.
Well, I mean, that was a room. I think that what happened was some lady accused Kendrick of that, I think, and then it was retracted. So either way, I don't really necessarily. I don't know enough to believe it or not. I don't really care. I think it's just a way to say something about him being short.
I said that because I have not heard people come out to defend Drake of some of the allegations.
No one's defending Drake but his fans. The backup against the
Whoa. Say that again?
No one's defending Drake except for his fans. I've seen nothing else from no one else saying anything in regards to.
And I do appreciate.
Oh yeah, I mean we got Gilly in them, but it's not. It's opinion on liking the song.
That's preference. I feel like what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's just straight preference right there.
Yeah, no one's making posts.
Yeah, I don't see no posts or anything crazy like that. But let me ask you something. 2 questions. Number 1, first question is, what was your favorite diss out of all of them? Number 2, what was your favorite bars out of the disses?
All right, on Drake's side, I'll tell you. Family Matters on Drake's side. Favorite bars from Family Matters. I have to listen again to remember these verses. But he was saying some shit on. It wasn't really the T. It was how he put something together.
Basically, how he was cooking on the record.
Yeah, it was probably second and third verse where I felt like he was cooking. I can't recall.
Were you concerned for Kendrick when you heard Family Matters?
Third verse, I was.
Yeah.
When I first heard it initially, I was like,
yeah.
And I wasn't necessarily concerned. When Floyd got hit by Shane, when Shane hit him and his glove touched the canvas, you was like, oh shit, he got him with one. But you wasn't really like once he got back up,
yeah,
he was like, oh yes, he's. Then Shane never touched him again.
Right.
Shane didn't touch that man again.
It was almost like Floyd was like, all right, I'm gonna stop playing.
Yeah. So that's how I felt when I heard Family Matters. That's how I felt once Kendrick dropped right after that.
When I heard that third verse on Family Matters, I was like, Kendrick can't win if he don't really come up with something wild after this verse. And he came up with something grotesque after that song, like within 30 minutes? Because, okay, can we break down Family Matters? Or not Family Matters, but Meet the Grams?
Meet the Grams, for sure.
The reason why that's my favorite, and I like all of them, right, is because there was something that you said and I wasn't able to articulate it until you said it. Meet the Grams it sounded like an intervention. You said that on the phone with me. You and Jay James was talking about it.
It's like one of them sit downs.
It sounded like a sit down intervention, and everybody is in the room, including Drake, and he's going down the line saying,
like Dr. Phil.
Yeah, and he's saying, hey, little man, you really shouldn't be here right now to hear this, but you need to hear this just in case they don't ever want to let you hear this, right?
The crazy part is, on that, I would say the craziest bar was when he told he told Adonis, I wish your grandfather would have wore a condom.
Yeah.
Because you just told that little boy you wish you wasn't alive.
You basically.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I wish your grandfather would have wore a condom.
Like, bruh. And then.
Damn.
And then the concept of, like, you know, when you feeling away, how did he word it? Like, feeling something when you just play this when you 18, right?
You play it when you 18, man. You don't even worry about it.
You know what that reminded me of? The stand-up joke that Dave Chappelle said about when he took his son to go see Kevin Hart. And he said, and they went backstage, right? And the joke is hilarious. And he said Kevin Hart had all of the food in the background, pork chops, everything. He had Kevin Hart jerseys and
pork
stuff
chops.
Like that. All kinds of food. And
pork
he said,
chops at backstage is crazy.
And he said, hey, man, I don't know if you guys ate yet, but if you want to eat something. And he said, Chappelle said his son was embarrassing. He was like, yeah, we haven't ate all day. And so he went over there and he ate, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess, there was another part of the joke where he was like, hey, Dave Chappelle, man, what are you doing in this area? This area is bad. He's like, yeah, I live over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so he said, he was just saying all of these different shots of like how like at one point, Kevin Hart was bigger than everybody. And he said, yeah, Kevin Hart had a great show, man. Everybody was laughing. My son was laughing. I was furious. Right? So all of these things are happening with him and his son. And then he says, yeah, man. He said, yeah, my son wanted to get 2 tickets before we even went. He said, my son wanted to go get 2 tickets to, go to the show. It was $200. He said, well, what are we going to see? He said, we're going to go see Kevin Hart. He said, damn, mine only 80. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is happening. And so at the end, the punchline joke, his son sees one of the Kevin Hart jerseys. And he says, he looks over, he grabs the jersey, and he gives it to his son and said, hey, man, here you go. And he said, oh, man, thank you, Mr. Hart. And he said he leaned into his son and said, the next time your dad makes you mad, just put this on and walk around the house. That's what that reminded me of. That first verse reminded me of, like, hey, man, if you ever need a real big homie, you know what I'm saying, that's really going to tell you how it is and really going to show you the ropes because this guy don't know what he doing, come holler at me. And then the way that he addressed his mom was so cold because the way he did his parents in that verse was basically like he still took jabs as his dad for allegedly not raising a real man, but then he like spared his mom like, ma'am, this isn't your fault. Your son is putting your family and you through all of this. And then the last verse with the alleged daughter that he might have was like, wait, what?
And if she's 11, Adonis is like 6, right?
Well, when I Googled, because there's some dude, I feel like he's trying to possibly go viral, but there is truth to why this conversation, it's not like Kendrick is just throwing something out there. This was a conversation years ago about him possibly having one. And the rumor is that when he did an interview with Big Tigger, it was something about alluding to that in that interview that I know eventually somebody's going to find. Because you got some screenshot champions out there and some download champions out there when it comes to content, and somebody's gonna find something to where Drake's gonna address it. And the one thing that's bothering me about the back and forth and the battle with them is I don't like seeing Drake respond to certain bars outside of the music. Like social media wise, he's saying this isn't true. That's it. Bro, put that in the music. It's still hot right now. Respond through the music, dog. Because it sounded like it's getting to you.
He might be doing that too, so that he doesn't have to rap about it.
But it sounded like it's getting to him, or it seems like it's getting to him.
To me, back favorite Kendrick one.
Okay,
They Not Like Us. That shit slap,
dog.
That shit slap.
You see, Ross was playing it. I think he was in Vegas.
Bro, he
was playing at a Vegas party.
Dog,
I was a day party.
I was in the comment section, bro. They said it's been playing at all the clubs and shit, bro.
What,
nigga? They said that, like I've been up since last night. They were saying that it was already getting played in clubs,
even out here.
Out here in California, especially out here. That's where they were saying it was getting played. LA, San Diego. They were in the comments like, I just left the club. They were slapping that shit.
This is madness.
Yeah, bro.
This is madness, dog. Like
those two songs. First of all, he got the song of the year so far and the song of the summer with like that with Future.
Do these diss records get released on streaming platforms?
They already are.
All of them?
I believe all of them are. Except for the one Drake had to remove. Now that's another one too with the Drake and the Tupac. Tupac save. That shit corny now though. At first I was like, it's creative, but I
never liked it.
I don't want to hear Tupac rapping like Drake ever again. I never want to hear Snoop Dogg rapping like Drake ever again.
Didn't Snoop say something about that?
I don't know what he said, but I thought he condoned that shit. I was like, that shit is.
Well, I know none of the OG legends is feeling that, but
he just, and Kendrick was smart. He got Mustard on the to make the beat. Mustard is influenced by Bay Area production.
Yeah.
Then he brought the Bay in with it because he said, you think Oakland gonna let you slide on that Pac shit, my nigga? You talking about you used to Pac shit try to get at me.
Yeah.
I'm from Compton. He don't claim Compton, nigga.
He's Bay Area.
He from the Bay and he claimed some LA shit too, but
but the Bay is his home. I'm about to bring
the Bay into this.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to bring the whole once you get the whole coast.
He went to the Bay Area and went to HR and made a complaint.
This is where rappers come to die, Drake. You got to be careful, bro. This is where they come to die.
Yeah.
Like they.
Yeah.
We don't slouch on the phone.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, man. I declare at this point Kendrick the winner. I already said my apology at the beginning of the episode. I am intrigued to see there's so many people talking. There's people, just for the record, let me let y'all know how big this is. There are people that are in spaces on YouTube that don't even talk about this type of stuff, that decided to stop what their normal niche is and go live to talk about this.
Yeah, I was talking about it with my mama.
Yeah, you told me that. You told me that, and I said that's probably one of the most gangster things I've ever heard. Is somebody could talk about a diss back and forth, but I forgot your mom and pops.
No, mom's was she said they was at work talking about it. They was at work talking about it. I'm like, huh? Yeah, man.
Bruh, I'm just being a parent, right? Being a parent, I'm just thinking like myself, like being at work, like, man, you hear that it went down between Paw Patrol and
wait till they get older. I ran in the room and almost busting Jaheim room. I said, hey man, you just heard the new one? He's like, every time the new one dropped, throughout the week, I'll be like, hey, you heard the new Kendrick one? Yeah. We're driving on the way to school. You heard the new, okay. This time I was like, I ran in. I said, y'all heard the new one? He already in there slapping and shit. And then like
he like, man, you late, man. I got my notifications on.
Hold on, man.
He like, yeah, I already know that he had his notifications on. So he like, nah, man, you late, pops. I'm already running the song back 2-3 times. You know what I'm saying? So when you told me that, I was cracking up about that too.
His partner said that the new song was weak, but I was like, I didn't even want to get into it. It'd be like, nah, that shit.
Listen, I'll respect anybody saying whatever songs they wasn't messing with by Kendrick is weak if they can tell me specifically what was weak about it. Not personal preference, but like I've heard, for example, for those that know me, I'm a huge Cassidy fan. I've heard lines that Cassidy has said, as nice as he is, where some people are like, I wasn't feeling that line, or nah, I don't like that, or yo, why did you say that? Yeah. And I get what they're coming from. I'm not gonna be like, nah, man, Cass is just like, people say lines that you don't like, but to just call it trash because it ain't your cup of tea, that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you say, yo, I don't like shrimp is nasty, you guys are crazy, that's just my personal preference. Because when you look at all the seafood places, they ain't got no problem making money. They ain't got no problem making money.
Shrimp is getting sold.
But you think what's happening? You think they gonna stop selling shrimp, or they gonna move me to somewhere else where I ain't gotta be around? They getting me up out of there.
Red Lobster had niggas waiting for the time of the year when they had that endless shrimp.
You feel me?
And so they get all them. Never mind. How you have endless shrimp? Shrimp got to come from somewhere,
right?
And they got to stop somewhere.
Y'all got a pond? Like, what's up, man?
Why y'all pond only got shrimp in June? Nigga?
You know what I'm saying?
June to July.
So it's like, yo, if y'all could give a real breakdown, and here's the thing, that's gonna be hard to do because now people are breaking down Kendrick's bars.
Yeah, ain't nobody breaking down.
Well, because
bars.
Drake
He's just saying it.
Because Drake tells you what it is, and that's what it is. There's nothing, no hidden messages in there. He not doing it because I
like that though.
They've been doing the subliminal thing.
I like that.
So yeah, I like it too. I can't disrespect that or discredit that. It's just that Kendrick is an actual artist.
Yeah, that shit's gonna.
This is a art form for this guy. So he's not just gonna put some paint on the canvas and be like, "This is what I got." Let me explain something to you guys, because I know some of you guys have seen, most of you guys have seen the example that I'm about to give. If you guys have ever been on social media, right, and you watch those videos where it's a picture, and the more they zoom in, it's another picture, and the more they zoom in, it's another picture, and another picture, and another picture, and another picture. That is how Kendrick Lamar raps. That is his bars explained. It is a photo inside of a photo, inside of a photo, inside of a photo, and every last one of those photos is telling a different story, but it's all combined.
He don't even write his verses. He just paint the little picture and then zoom in on the iPad and then draw it again. Yeah. And then draw another, like.
That's how Kendrick is getting down. And that's why some of y'all is getting frustrated and flustered and saying that this is trash and this is not. Just like a lot of the cats over on the East right now that's been doing some surprisingly haterish type of stuff, because I feel like they're not looking at the art.
One thing I can say, bro, the general consensus.
No, the general consensus is different than the people that I was mentioning and calling out for sure.
On YouTube, dog. They over there in Canada saying, nigga, it's a nigga from whatever little city in Canada saying, nigga, it's a wrap over here. Y'all can go ahead and we don't want no war, because they forgot that their army is different than our army. Yeah. You feel me, fam? Like we
don't follow the rules of engagement.
Yeah, like they are peaceful people over there. Yeah. They are peaceful people over there. They want to keep it like that. They want to keep it like that.
Bro, just... Okay, can I say something real quick that I thought was lame? Ladies, for you guys that are listening to the diss records, there's a couple things that I think you guys need to understand, but I just want to say this real quick. Stop trying to push the colorist trope in this battle right now, of like, yo, what's up with the colorism and this. This is how it's done in battle rap. This is how it's done in hip hop. And for the record, the light skin, dark skin conversation is never going to go away when it's time to beef and battle in any kind of competitive nature. When the Cavs and the Warriors played, there was all kinds of memes, which I thought was hilarious, when they said it was the ultimate battle with light skin versus dark skin. These are jokes, people.
And the light skin versus dark skin thing is just, the light skin part is just not, it just happens to be there because they not talking about him being a white boy or the thing culturally, the things about him because his mom's white. That's part of it. Yeah. J. Cole, mama white. Yeah. They're talking about this guy being from Canada, being on Degrassi, living with your mom who is a white lady.
The blackface photo that Pusha T exposed.
So you're raised by a white woman in a different country where that alone is letting you're not from America, and nigga, you had a bar mitzvah. you stepped on the glass with the little napkin and shit, and then you came over here.
What'd he say? It's one of my favorite lines. Bar mitzvah money like my last name, more than high. Fuck you, bitch, I'm more than high. My mama probably hear that and be mortified.
I was tight.
That was hard.
But culturally, bro, is what they're telling you. That's why it's like you came over here, tried to hang out with some black people, whatever. They gave you the sauce. They was there.
And let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean. This was said in the very first time he was getting dissed by commenting on all of them. Nigga, it's just that now y'all so listen, ladies, if y'all gonna listen to the beef, if y'all listening to the beef, what y'all gotta understand is that when rappers beef and they go at each other, the way the gloves come off, and if y'all feel like that's a lot, please do not listen to battle rap.
It's a lot of light skin.
Don't listen to like the YouTube, the URL, and all of that battle rap because it gets worse.
It's a lot of light skinned rappers, and he's not the first or the last to be a rapper that is of mixed heritage, ethnicity. There's a lot of them. The only people that people call out is the cornballs, Logic, and you. That's it. You and Logic, y'all the cornballs. There wasn't nobody talking about Bubba Sparks.
That is true.
Being white.
Yet. No, people tried to come at Eminem and it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean but he got a little smut on his name.
Yeah,
M got some smut on his name.
He do, but what I'm saying is they tried and it didn't work.
Yeah, but
because even with the smut on his name, his pen got him past.
We're gonna talk about you being white when you start acting like a cornball. Like right. if you act corny and you don't act like you come from the culture or you have that type of smut on your name. That's what we're gonna call out. And it is what it is. Y'all can, say what you want to say, man.
Yeah, and what people got to understand is nobody reprimands us better than us.
Yeah.
So, like we get on like when you do something cornballish, when you do something out of pocket, whatever the case is. And I just thought about something.
I know that boy Diddy's so happy right now. He got
not Meek Mill ain't. You see they was cooking him.
Nah,
bruh. All right, you didn't see the shirt. That's why I stopped for a minute. And I was just like, how does this dude? His timing, and when people start messing with him, bro, it's just like God. Like whatever, man. And Diddy, I don't think Diddy's happy at all. To be honest,
I'm saying he got the smoke off of him for a
bro. He's literally no Diddy now, bro. That's what people say when
no diggity, no time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, he's forever.
This year in hip hop,
it's only May.
Hip hop is so hip hop is. Let's say this.
It's only May, man.
Hip hop ain't just the music, right? We got the comedy is part of hip hop, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And it started with your man Cat Williams. The revelations he said.
He said this is going to be the year of truth in that Shannon Sharp interview, and that is very. It's kind of scary how accurate that is. It's kind of scary how accurate that is when you really break it down.
For the last 4 years, at the very beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Something that we thought that we wouldn't even think of happened.
What's that?
2020. COVID.
Yeah, this is true.
2021 was, I think, more of the same, but it was something else. 2022, we had January 6th.
Yeah.
2023, I think something else happened at the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, I mean, always at the beginning of the year, bro.
Beginning of the year. And to me, I'm just like, beginning of the year.
I feel like in 2021,
don't expect.
Okay, if we're gonna go cultural, in 2021, the scare was Dr. Dre having an aneurysm. I believe that was 2021.
Yeah, but
he had that aneurysm, and people was like, "Come on, for real." It was like within the first couple weeks, and that people was worried because that's a serious health issue. And he walked away from that and things of that nature. So yeah, there's always that defining moment of what the year could possibly be like in January.
And we're in May, and Kendrick has at least All right, we're gonna call it. Are we gonna call it out of 5? So out of.
Can we say what Kendrick is doing right now is the first time in rap beef?
I'm thinking that this is the first time that this has happened like this. Yeah. I don't think anyone has ever.
And you know what I like about what they were doing?
No one's ever done
with the diss records to silence all that AI drama. I'm gonna drop it directly from my YouTube channel,
bro.
I thought that was like, that's how much I want you to know that I said this.
This will live on in hip hop history.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is it. Yeah.
So happy to have been.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
I can't wait till my kids are a little bit older so I can explain, like, long ago, 2024, somebody had to go. Yeah. All over the flow.
Bro, when I be talking to Jaheim, you know, because he fuck with Ransom. Ransom is one of his favorite rappers, if not his favorite rapper. And so I'm always kind of breaking down the bars, as Ransom says, like the double entendres. So it'll be dope when Jaheim is able to kind of have that conversation where we could really deep dive into shit, because he listened to the same shit I listen to. Like, he listens to like a lot of the new music.
I feel like Jaheim is putting you on certain stuff now.
Jaheim been putting me on music for the last few years, bro. There's probably only one.
You did your job. You did your job, brother.
There's like 1 to 2 times, probably 5 songs in the last, I'd say, 4 or 5 years that he's been asking to play a song when we get in the car. Right. That I'll be like, I wasn't feeling that song. Most of the time, if it's not a song that I already have in my library, I'm Shazamming it.
You know, it's ironic about what you just said. You just did what Jay-Z did to J. Cole to make him a better artist. Did you see the story when J. Cole was talking about, it was like one of his shows. I don't know if it was a show or something.
He said he had a tight ass song.
Yeah, and then Jay be like, yeah, it's cool.
It's cool.
And so he'd be like, man, and he'd go back and he'll make something better and better and better. And you know, like that father-son dynamic, right? Where it's like, I want to impress my dad. I want to be like, yo, it's like, I can't wait till he be like, oh, where you get this? Because now I done earn my stripes.
I do that because he'll play a song, and like a lot of the songs that I'll have in my life, he'll put on like some Benny, or he'll put on Ransom, or he'll play some song, and I'll be sitting there, I'll look at him like this in the car, and he'll be like, what? But nah, nigga, like one of me and his favorite songs, one of our favorite songs is by King Los.
Bruh.
So, and this is
so underrated.
This is one of our favorite songs because it used to be one of my alarms.
Okay.
It used to go off so much that I just had the song as my alarm, so it would go off so often that
King Los is so underrated. Shout out to King Los, man.
Anytime I put that song on, Jaheim is looking like
King Los is
So
I gotta make a King Los mix, man.
I'm happy that he's into. And
then guess what happens? It reverses. It reverses to where, like, now, you know, you be excited when your son do some stuff like, man, I'm gonna see if he really rock with this, or if he understand what this is, if this is what's going on and stuff like that. I already know I already know how father-son dynamic be crazy. I said,
why you like Ransom? He said, because like the way he raps and like you can understand what he's saying, and I like the style. I don't think he can like articulate it as well as I can, because I'm like more of a student.
Well, you know, like we were spoiled, bro, with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Being born in the 80s and being a child in the 90s.
Golden era, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then seeing the emergence of certain people in the early 2000 eras, whether it was, you know, Dipset and all of these different guys. Our generation, older millennials, are very, very, very spoiled when it comes to hip hop.
Yeah, we lived through probably some of the greatest eras of hip hop, and the way in which you have to get your music, it made us more appreciative of some of the art and music that we had.
Right.
And the way you have to obtain it. And we went through different ways of getting it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we going to Sam Goodies as kids and getting
CDs.
Or first you got to get it from your mom and pops or your big cousin or whoever. You got to get it because you, as a kid, you can't buy it.
So we got to address this. The reason why this could be so exciting to us, like we're gonna go back to what you said, but I wanted to say this before I forgot it. The reason why this beef is so exciting is because of how the beef was served when we were coming up.
How it was served, yeah. Hibachi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was served differently back then, right?
Yeah.
There was no such thing as fast food beef, right?
Nah.
The only way that you got access to a diss record, like, and this is how complex it was for y'all, especially for the young people that's listening. When we were teenagers and a little bit younger than that, you had to download mixtape diss songs, right? And sometimes you would download the wrong song. You would download.
You get that. Yeah. You get like some old school music. You get Soulja Boy song.
Yeah.
Or it wouldn't play. It'll sound like white noise. Ooh,
you were hot, and then you watching the download, right? And then you watching it go queued, download, queued, download, queued, download, queued. But when you finally got it,
he is cooking right now.
And then you got the clearest version. You felt like you found one of the Infinity Stones,
bro.
The other side to it, right, was you had to wait till somebody dropped their album and you listening to it so you can find the diss song to respond to what they said 6 to 9 months ago.
Nah, you had to download, nigga. You had to download a song on dial-up, go to school. Bruh. You had to go to school nigga, and come back. You had to go to school and then come back or go somewhere, nigga.
Man.
And so, then you let's start off. Okay, we got to go to the store and get our music. Sam Goodies.
Yeah. Sam Goodies, Tower, Dimple, Best Buy.
Got to do that.
And you can only get it on Tuesday. Well, they didn't release till Tuesday.
And you had to be old enough to buy it with
the parental advisory. Your parents had to buy it. Your older cousin or older brother or somebody like that, just to get it. Just to get it. And then when you got it, you were certified to have a conversation in school tomorrow.
So you got the music in the store. Then it goes to, okay, you can download it through Kazaa, BearShare,
LimeWire.
Like the stages though. Which one was first? Napster came.
Napster was first.
Napster came first. That changed the game.
Yeah, he changed the game for real.
But it was still buying CDs. Mm-hmm. The CD game wasn't over with.
Yeah, somebody had to stock the game up. But man, and I came across some songs, man, downloading that I was like, wait, what? You know, that's what I do miss about the download era is that you would accidentally download something that you needed. You know what I mean?
Nigga trying to find.
After the episode, I'm going to show you what reminds me of the downloading era. What these DJs are doing now.
Or the playlist.
I'm
okay.
Just trust me, Bray.
Yeah, man.
Trust me, Bray.
It's a beautiful time to be.
It's a beautiful time to witness us. Yeah. I got the best way to explain it. It's a beautiful time to witness such ugly times. Because right now this beef is ugly.
These is the Titans going at it, dog, and
throwing hands. Pay-per-view.
I'm now, not no lie. I am so glad J. Cole bowed out. Because
he's getting more respect right now than he did when he actually apologized.
I'm so glad because not that I'm fearful of what they could have done to Cole. Because I think Cole is fucking. If he needed to or wanted to, he could go there, but he's not that type of person. I think he has the ability, but the way that these two niggas talking is like, y'all gonna all talk to each other, or it's gonna seem like it's lopsided. And I don't.
It would have been historical.
That would have been crazy.
Biblically, hip hop wise, it would have been it'd been biblical.
They both like Cole, so there's nothing there's no reason for him to be here.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it like that, it makes sense.
It's
so
like I got two friends, they got an issue. My bad, bro. I didn't even mean. I didn't know y'all had that deep of an issue. Let me back out.
Yeah,
y'all handle y'all business and get it together.
Yeah. I do wish there was another third person in there to kind of mix it up. Because that would have been something the game never seen before. 3 people, three top guys going at it. All 3 of them taking shots at each other with different styles of rap music.
Them niggas don't got crews now. If it was crews and we had Cole, Kendrick, and Drake's crew going at each other, that would have been.
Yeah, but the crew would have had to been nice.
Nigga Jen gun was locked and loaded. He almost shot that gun in the air.
But see, the thing is,
he almost shot in the air. Said, niggas lay there.
Hey, that's what I think this generation is robbed of, that we got to experience, was the different crew, like with like Rockefeller versus Nas and D-Block and G-Unit versus Murder Inc. and, you know, Bad Boy obviously in Death Row, you know, all of that. So it's like that right there would have been just crazy.
And that's why we probably were like really, really bothered and had many critiques of both artists, is because we seen the war happen. We seen what's possible and what, like, in different layers. We seen artists going at artists. We seen crews going at crews. Right. We saw mixtapes, drops all the time, freestyle battles. They're releasing music. They're dropping freestyles. They own DVDs.
I used to have all the beef DVDs.
We had battles going on at the same time. Like we got smacking them starting they shit with the before URL really popped off. Like we seeing hip hop battles and rap competition happening in all different facets. Yeah. And then we get to this era and y'all doing this. Yeah. Like, well, not this, but what y'all was doing before.
What I like the fact that the fans apply pressure. Because that's why I think this really eventually blew up the way that it did, is because both sides were hearing, this is weak. I mean, even we talked about it, it's like, they slap boxing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They slap boxing. And this is straight up street fight. Yeah. It's chains, it's chains, it's sticks, it's broken bottles. It's a straight up street fight right now. And this is what the game needed, and this is going to be appreciated. What I do love about that's very unique, is this didn't start out as like a landslide, right? It was kind of like, ooh, Drake said this. Ooh, Kendrick did that. And I didn't really like what Kendrick said. And ooh, did you hear what Drake said? And then wow. Like, so it just, the climax of what happened just got higher and higher and higher. At this point.
I like that too.
At this point, it's just Kendrick solidified himself like, yo, you're going to have to work harder in order to beat me at this point. But this was like a good I like the
build up, because if it would have just been like, they just hit hard right away and then it just declines.
Yeah, then it declines and it started turning lame.
I love this shit. Yeah, I love how it's like different layers to it and the different tempos and the styles that they're using, like in the different beats. It's like some BPMs are a little higher than others. I love it. Yeah,
there's a lot of creativity behind it. Yo, look, before we get out of here, in more hip-hop news, what's going on with Jim Jones, man, in this fight at the airport, man?
Your man Jim, they said if the
you see how Jim threw dude down the escalator?
Yeah, they said if the white boys was in college or something, they would have whooped. That would have been a different story for Jim. They said if there was some white boys, a couple
of bros.
Yeah, if it was a couple of bros, it would have been a whole different story for Jim. But Jim, my man, that nigga Jim grabbed that nigga by his waist
and threw him down.
DDT that nigga into the, and you know,
but it was two people. It was two people putting hands on Jim, right?
Okay, so what happened was what I think happened is because the guy that was hitting Jim on the back of the head, doing little rabbit hits, the old man was his friend. And the old man that was in front that got hurt because Jim smashed dude into him is, I think that's why dude got on Jim. I don't know. But whatever happened, Jim grabbed dude by the waist. And you know, the escalators, I always, since a kid, have always imagined a nigga slip, fall, and hit the edge of one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga bust this shit.
Yeah.
All right here.
Jim grabbed him by his pants loop, like where the belt loop be at, and then by the top of his shirt.
They said that nigga looked like he was working at Amazon Prime. He said that was one of the Amazon Prime packages.
Yo, somebody ordered a grill.
Delivered nigga right to the doorstep. And then ring the doorbell hella fast.
Yo, and then you don't even see them pull off.
By the time you get up, I used to feel disrespected about that shit, but now I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
It's been like, nigga, ringing my doorbell. You don't got no decency to say hello.
Yeah.
But just leave my shit and go. But they said Jim snitching, man.
What do you mean Jim snitching?
Man. They said, nigga, because Jim was like, they assaulted me.
That's not snitching, man. Look, black people. Come on, man. Listen. Yo, we are sick. Listen, dog. We are sick. Listen, dog.
Jim is a senior citizen, my nigga. Come on, man.
That man has grays in his beard.
I don't care what he presents. That is a senior citizen.
Black folks, it is not snitching If everybody's seen what you did on camera and you have to explain what you...
And it was fun to line them up because they came at the black man first.
Exactly.
I've been in that position before where I'm now just because I'm more aggressive than you.
Yeah.
It's two of them. Like, y'all grab...
And that's what it was, because he's letting it be known, like, y'all coming at me like I'm the aggressor. Both of them just tried to jump me. And that's self-defense.
And they pulled up when he was getting punched on.
Yeah. And what I do like about that is that Jim... He sat down and was like, "Look, man, y'all handle that over there." And dude was still not cooperating. So that just helped this.
Crazy expensive coming up out of Buffalo. Nigga gotta drive to Buffalo to get
to fly out because you done got banned. Nah, man, listen, black folks, that's not snitching. That man explained his side of the story.
Oh, okay.
Like
explaining your side of the story is not,
side of the story.
That's not gonna work for the streets when you tell them.
Listen, it didn't happen in the streets. It happened in the airport. Most civilians use airplanes because they can leave and they're not on probation.
Niggas pulling up to the airport with guns and work, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? They got to leave it in the car. Yeah. They got to go in as themselves.
Jewels didn't leave it in the car.
Jewels is a different type of person that understands now that he should leave things in the car.
Check your bag first.
You know what I'm saying?
Check the bag first.
So my thing is,
just said that nigga Jim looked like he was putting bags under the plate.
Hey, I ain't even seen the memes yet. I haven't seen the memes yet, dog. But I'm just like, wow, dog. Yeah, this has been a very interesting few days just I guess week or whatever.
They serving us up in the hip hop,
and
man.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous to be able to keep up if this keeps going throughout the week, dog. Like,
I'm excited. Not only am I, dog, I can't wait for Joe to drop the pod. Oh my God, I can't wait for Wednesday, dog. And I guarantee you, we got like 4 days, 3.5-4 days till Wednesday.
Yeah, it's like waiting for Christmas, right?
And actually Tuesday, they record on a Tuesday, drop on a Wednesday.
Predict it. So I want you to make a prediction right now, because you a Joe Budden fan. What do you think?
Well,
what
not
side?
The artist. I'm not a fan of the artist.
I know you're talking about you a fan of him as a podcast. You don't say. I ain't never even heard you quote a Joe Budden bar. I know more Joe Budden bars than you do.
I know Joe Budden bars. He just never was
good. Joe Budden bars, or just Joe Budden bar because you heard it?
Nah, nigga, I'm talking about with Joel, like songs with Joel Ortiz.
Slaughterhouse fan.
No, I wasn't a fan of Slaughterhouse.
You ain't Joe Budden fan.
No.
Slaughterhouse was dope.
I'm talking about
Slaughterhouse was dope.
I'm talking about Desert Storm.
Man, that's a long time ago.
That's the type of Joe I kind of liked.
What do you think your boy is? What side do you think he's picking?
Oh, there's no need. Everyone on the pod is clearly saying Kendrick.
They were saying that when Euphoria dropped?
Nigga, they were saying that
before anything dropped.
No, they said this a few days ago with I think when Euphoria dropped or whatever it was after Euphoria, like 616 in LA. I think when Euphoria dropped, I think they said, they couldn't have talked about 616 in LA because it dropped at an AM. They were talking about one song, and then he dropped Euphoria, I think, in the middle of the day.
You know what I've been doing with everybody that's had something to say? Because there's so much content, I had to save it. All the YouTube content I had to save to watch later. Yeah. I even seen 19 Keys talking about it. I said, let me see. I gotta save to see what 19 Keys gotta say.
Dog.
Everybody is talking about this, man.
Dog, who was it?
Hey, shout out to my brother, because he gonna understand when I say it. Everybody's talking about it. My brother, it's an inside joke. Hey, listen, that's an inside joke between me and my brother regarding my grandfather. But it's the truth. Everybody's talking about it.
That's crazy. Man, listen, it's
we gonna see. It's up.
It's up.
It's
and
up.
It's stuck, nigga.
Yeah, for sure.
Up and it's stuck.
It's up and it's stuck.
Yeah.
For real. Hey, pause, bro. You wildin', dog.
Woo!
Anyway,
hey, nah.
You gonna get up out of here, bro. You gonna get up out of here, man.
My bad.
Nah, it's too late
in
now.
The heat of the moment,
in the heat of the night, bro. You wildin', bro. This man is wildin', bro. That's a TV show. You just win another. Anyways, man. You've been listening to the Notion Podcast. This is your boy, your host, as always, Dspill, with my co-host in the building,
Farmer Poe.
And like I said, listen, hey, leave comments. We finna get there. Okay. We finna get there. Leave comments. Hey, I want to know, are you team BBL Drizzy Or are you team Kung Fu Kenny?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Leave comments. Let me know. Let me know your points. Leave comments as always. Turn your notifications on. And like I said, www.lavorcole.com. Copy your pre-order on the hats. These are dope, great quality.
And if one of you YouTube niggas say something about us being stupid or dumb, I'm on your ass. Like, just leave your comments. But all
just leave your comments, man.
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Until next time.